Hello students, today we are moving to the next concept, and that is a UJT triggering circuit. So in the previous lecture we have gone through the RC triggering circuit. So now we are triggering the SCR with the help of the UJT, that is called as a unijunction transistor, and this is a circuit what you are observing here. Here in this I have not shown the SCR. SCR is just we can connect here. So I will show you. This is a two SCR gates. We are going to connect the triggering pulses which are occurring by the circuit. So in that circuit I am using that is a major component, that is a UJT, and that's why we call this is a UJT triggering circuit, or also we can call it as a pulse triggering circuit. Now how we are going to operate, or we are going to see the operation of this circuit. Let's start. Now here I am using the AC supply, that is shown at the left side. I am giving the AC supply voltage, that is a Vs also I can consider, and by using this I use one bridge circuit that is consists D1, D2, D3, D4, 4 diodes, and this entire 4 diode concept is called as a rectifier. So now rectifier is used to convert AC to DC. The supply of the AC can be converted into DC supply. For that purpose we are using this D1, D2, D3, D4 combinations of the diode. So your negative half cycles of the AC is going to convert into positive half cycle. So everything is coming in the form of positive half cycle because of using this rectifier. Now this rectified voltage which is coming from the AC is now applying to the Zener diode. So you can observe here I have used the Z, that is a Z indication is nothing but it is indicating this component is a Zener diode. So Zener diode is used to give the fixed power supply or fixed voltage to my UJT. So UJT can be given by with some of the fixed voltage, and in the reverse bias condition of the Zener diode it is going to conduct at some point some voltage, and normally some of the Zener diodes are going to give the fixed 6 to 7 voltages, and that voltage can be given to the my UJT. And now this fixed voltage also can be given to the one of the capacitor what I have used here, that is called as a VC, and this capacitor through the variable resistor is going to be charging. This variable resistor R is very important. By using this I am going to control my firing angle. Now let's start how the working of this circuit is going to occur. Here now I can say the capacitor which VC I have used here, the capacitor charges through the resistance, that is a R. So now R what I have shown here, by using this R I am passing a current, that is I1, and this I1 is making the capacitor C charges. So now when the capacitor voltage becomes equal to peak voltage of UJT, so what happens when capacitor voltage start or it reaches to the peak voltage of the UJT? Peak voltage of the UJT means UJT has to start conducting. So when it is going to start conducting, it requires a minimum voltage. So when it requires, when it needs, or when it takes the minimum voltage and it will start conducting, for that voltage we say it is a peak voltage. So when the capacitor voltage becomes equal to the peak voltage, I can say that is a VP also. So it turns on. So which one is going to turn on? The UJT is going to turn on. Remember, through the resistor I am going to charge my capacitor, so that is C. So the capacitor voltage when reaches to the my peak voltage of the UJT turns on. So when the UJT turns on, what happens? The capacitor discharges through the emitter and base. I can see here E and B1. Through the E and B1, the capacitor start discharging, and also it starts discharging through the primary pulse of the transformer. Here primary windings of the transformer. Through this E, B1 and primary windings of this, capacitor starts discharging. Since the current flows through the primary of the pulse transformer and a pulse is generated. So now when the current starts flowing through this primary pulse of this transformer, a current pulse is going to be generated. This pulse acts as a gate pulse to the SCR. We can say it is a gate triggering pulse to the SCR. Where we are giving this gate triggering pulse, here you can see these are the terminals. So what we have did in our circuit, we have did rectifier which is giving the voltage to the Zener diode, and this Zener diode voltage is given to the UJT, and also as well as through the resistor, capacitor is going to be charging. So when the capacitor it charges to the peak voltage of the UJT starts conducting. UJT acts as a switch here. So when a sufficient amount of the current is given to the terminal of the E of the UJT, your current also starts flowing from the above, from the R2 as well as E1, B1. From this terminal, capacitor starts discharging, and while discharging, primary pulses of the transformer will give the pulse, and that pulse is utilized as a gate pulse to the SCR. When the capacitor discharges to the voltage, I can also tell you when the minimum voltage of the capacitor, when it completely discharges, for that voltage we can call as a valley voltage. Valley voltage is a minimum voltage when capacitor completely discharges. So what happens? The capacitor discharges, the UJT turns off. So and again capacitor starts charging. So as soon as your UJT is going to be turn off, again capacitor starts charging. So now this mode of working of UJT is called as a relaxation oscillator. So for this also we can give the name relaxation oscillator. So now the first triggering pulse which is generated in the half cycle of the positive supply of the AC is by the delay angle of alpha. So now alpha I can use it here. This is as a one angle, firing angle, or I can say the delay angle. So now the charging of the capacitor can be varied by the resistance R. So charging and discharging of the capacitor can be varied with the help of the R. When you are going to rotate the knob of the variable resistor, charging of the capacitor can be varied. Firing angle is going to be varied. So firing angle is going to varied means you can turn on your SCR whenever you require. So I will show you the waveform. Here you can observe. So there are totally 4 waveforms I have shown. First one is a voltage, that is output voltage, capacitor voltage, and this is a pulse voltage and output voltage. So this first one, output voltage, is across the Zener diode, first waveform, and second one is a voltage across the capacitor, and the third one pulse voltage, which is at the triggering pulse secondary windings what they are giving. So that side it is giving the pulses. Now you can see this output voltage of the Zener diode, you can call it is the Zener diode is going to clamp the voltage. So it is clamping now. Now at the time of the voltage which is applied to the UJT, capacitor is charging. The charging time period of the capacitor is shown 0 to up to some point. As soon as it reaches to the peak point of the UJT, peak voltage, so that time UJT starts. That start means your trigger is going to be generated. So now you can see that is alpha is, it is an angle at which you have made your SCR turn on by generating a pulse. So this pulse is continuously generating. Charging and discharging of the capacitor is continuously going on. So now you can see here, and when the pulse is generated, you can get the output voltage across the SCR like this. This is a waveform which is generating in the UJT triggering circuit, And what we can say, by using this we can turn on our SCR.